I spent this week testing Instagram's brand new editing app, Instagram Edits, so you don't have to. If you want to simplify the way you edit content and stop spending money on subscriptions, this might be exactly what you've been looking for.
In this video, I'll show you exactly how it works, what features stand out, and why you need to start using this app.
Instagram just launched their brand new editing app called Instagram Edits. And this is why this matters. Up until now, you had to edit videos within the Instagram app itself or use third-party apps like CapCut or any other editing software. And most of them feel bloated or they just charge a monthly subscription, which is fine. But again, if you're gonna be making Instagram content, are you being paid to do this or are you just doing this as a hobby? And that's why a lot of creators are frustrated because they don't make a living from Instagram and they just do this for their passion. And all of the apps out there seem to not fit that category right. And I'm gonna be honest, I never use my phone to edit content. When you do this professionally, using your phone is like giving plastic knives to a chef. It just doesn't feel right. But I have to say this app did catch my attention. It's free, you have free captions, and there's a few features that look promising. And that's why I decided to test it out to see if it's legit or if it's just another competition for CapCut. As a content creator, you always need to think about categories of content, whether it's reactions, POVs, recap videos. So there's a lot of different categories, and I feel like Instagram has done an excellent job of integrating all these trends into their editing software. So let's walk through the layout to see what it's all about. All right, well, straight when you get into the app, the first tab you have here, you have all your saved content here on your reels. You have ways to navigate all the trendy audio. You have different collections you can store, stickers. Here you have a way to navigate Instagram reels, which you can add stickers to as well. You can say trendy audio, add, and now you've marked a way to recognize why you saved that video in the first place. Next, you have all your projects here. Here you have a way to record yourself, which I'll walk through later on in this video. And here, this is quite interesting. You have a lot of insights on your latest content. And I've seen they've introduced this feature that is very similar to YouTube in the sense that you get a ranking per video. So this is 1 video out of 10. That means this is the best video I've done in a while. 2, 9 out of 10, 5 out of 10. And this is actually very helpful just to recognize straight away whether your content is performing well. You have your insights here, how many followers you've gained, views, reach, etc. Very cool. But let's go into the projects tab here.
So there's a lot of new features on the Instagram Edits app. You have all the essentials you would need: cut, increase volume, adjust the exposure. But the first one I think is already worthwhile downloading this app is the captions,
because this is a locked feature, meaning that this was only available for top creators with more followers, etc. But it's cool to see that they've introduced now captions for any user. Let's actually make a quick video here to use the captions. So 1, 2, 3, this is Instagram Edits, brand new editing platform, testing 1, 2, 3. So now I can go here and you have ways of customizing this content, of course. You have different fonts. I would probably use something like this, and you have different transitions. I'd probably go for something like this, quite clean, minimalistic. So 1, 2, 3, this is Instagram Edits, brand new editing platform. Pretty basic, but it gets the job done. So now you can add B-roll on top of your shots, which is actually quite helpful if you wanted to add like quick videos. This is a way to make your edits feel more complete and more professional. You can rescale this content, but probably the feature that stands out the most is you can use any trendy audio on Instagram. This is huge because if you compare this to TikTok, for example, TikTok has a very limited audio library. You can only use very few songs and those songs aren't even known. Same as YouTube. YouTube, you can only use about 10 to 15 seconds per video, but Instagram, you can make long edits up to 10 minutes and save that audio to your phone. That's huge. If you want to grab that content and then repost it to other platforms, that's a game changer. You also have sound effects. To be honest, I'm not going to use any of them. Yeah, hopefully they improve this, to be honest. You can also add cutouts, which is quite handy. Say, for example, you made a screenshot from this and you wanted to select, say, for example, my man Alex Hormozi here. Done. I can add Alex Hormozi right here. Boom. Of course, this is a horrible way of using this, but I can believe this can be very, very helpful. You can do voiceovers. So say, for example, now I've finished this entire edit, I can hit record and walk through the entire edit on a voiceover. That's quite handy. Let me show you the green screen. This is actually very helpful if you're like a real estate agent or someone that does a lot of reaction videos. This is a super helpful feature and it's very easy to access. So here I have myself. I'm gonna minimize myself here and I'm gonna do a quick reaction. So here I'm gonna do a quick reaction to my brand new Instagram reel. I posted this the other day there, and go watch the full video on YouTube. So that's it. I have myself right there. I can rescale myself and make myself look bigger, but that's very helpful. It definitely feels like there's a lot more data here and Instagram is growing. So this was definitely the step in the right direction. Let me know if you would like to watch a more in-depth breakdown of this editing app. And for anyone that's been watching my content lately, you know I've been posting every single week for the past 7 months here on YouTube. And now I've got to the point where I feel like I want to take this to the next level. So now you won't be seeing me every single week, but every 2 weeks. Because I want to take this content to the next level, this is going to require more time, more effort, more dedication, but trust me, the content is going to be worth it. I have some very cool YouTube videos planned out. So I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and I won't see you next week.